Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's get started. So right now you see me taking a Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base Priming Moisturizer. So I'm just putting that all over her face and we're going to smooth that all on the skin. Get that skin fresh and ready. And then so now I took the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and so with that I'm just pressing that into the skin. It gives it like a little tacky finish, but it lets the foundation stick good. So now I'm taking, I believe this was Too Faced, and I would just leave the foundation name at the bottom because I totally forgot which one I used, but it was the Born This Way, I believe, with that. Now I put on foundation like all different type of ways. It's really no preference to how you put it on. But yeah, I put it on just, I don't know, I was having fun with the foundation. But now you see me taking my e.l.f. Beauty Blender and I am just blending that all in the skin. So now I'm taking my Too Faced concealer and I went a few, like I believe this was 10 deep sand or something like that. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But I took that and you can see it's not really 2 shades lighter, but I wanted to kind of melt that into her skin like with the foundation first before I take a brighter concealer, y'all, child, and put that on. So in a minute you will see me taking a lighter complex shade, concealer shade, and putting that on top of this one. So now that's exactly what you see, and I believe this color was medium. Yeah. So now you see me taking this black radiance foundation stick, but I'm using it as a contour, and I am just placing it right above like the cheek area, the forehead, the sides of her nose. So yeah, and then I'm just kind of pressing it into the skin. What I did was I took the shade and rubbed it on the back of my hand to kind of warm it up, and then I placed it on her face like that, instead of just putting it directly on the skin. Normally I would do that, but I just didn't do that this time. So girls, now we taking that same beauty blender and I just used another side of it, and we're going to blend that concealer out. Yes ma'am. Make sure you have your client looking up. It just prevents the creasing or whatever, or even if on yourself you want to look up, you know. And yeah, I'm just gonna blend that out, and I just sped up the process just so it don't be a super long video. And then in a minute, right now you finna see me take the Real Techniques brush and I'm just going back over the contour shade, and I'm kind of just trying to blend that in. So now I'm taking that same brightness concealer and I put that on her nose and underneath of her eyes, and then I blended that out. So child, now I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and I am setting her concealer. So you also want to tell them to look up as usual. And I'm pressing it in instead of baking, which I will bake in a little bit, but when I start off, I really just want to press that in just so you see, it just smoothes it out. Like, it's flawless. So now I'm taking Morphe's Glamour Bronze Face and Body Bronzer in the shades Icon and Megastar. And I'm placing it everywhere we put the contour shade. So forehead, cheeks, bridge of her nose. Wherever you just placed it, you want to set it with that. So now I'm taking the Studio Fits powder by MAC and I'm using the shade NC50 and I'm just placing that all over her skin, blending the translucent powder. And yeah, I'm just putting that kind of everywhere as you see. I think I mixed this with another shade, but if I did, I totally forgot. But I think I did do a little mixing. So yeah. So now I'm taking another Morphe's palette and two of them. And I'm blending two blush colors and I'm placing it on her cheeks. You know, sometimes you can tell them to smile. It really just doesn't matter. But the palette was the AM Medium Vibes Face Palette. That's the one I used from Morphe's. Hey y'all, so moving on to eyebrows, I'm just taking the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. I use the shade Chocolate Mousse, I believe. Yeah, normally I use Java, but I didn't have Java. So remember, you gotta use what you got to get what you want, you know. So now I am outlining her eyebrows, her natural shape eyebrows. And you just really don't want to do too much. So you're going to see me outline the bottom, the top, and kind of make little like hair strokes in the front of her eyebrows to give it more of a natural look. So I'm going to just let you guys watch. I didn't fast forward this part because I wanted, you know, people to see like this is actually how I do my brows. So yeah. So now I'm back with the same concealer that we used for her under eyes. Yeah. But for the highlight parts of her face, I'm just going in with I believe this also is a Morphe brush that I use. And I'm just basically outlining her eyebrows with that concealer shade. Yeah, to get it crisp and flawless. And it's so pretty. I just love that concealer. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all continue to watch that. So now we're just gonna blend this ish out. Okay, we're gonna blend till we blend this ish out. Okay, no, I'm funny. But I did let my concealer get a little tacky before I blended it out, just because it's a easy and smoother type of blend. You know, if you just automatically go to blend, the bristles on a brush would just move the concealer back and forth. So as you can see, we got a smooth blend. So now I'm taking my Jaclyn Hill's palette, and this is my go-to palette. I love this palette, like for naturals, for like natural soft glams. It's just that bitch. Like the palette is that bitch. The shadows are just, they glide on the skin, the eyeshadow, the base. Like, I don't know, I just love it. So you see me taking a brown and I'm just putting that in the crease, blending it upwards and outwards. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I didn't really know what look I was going for, but you guys, I finessed, okay? I just finessed. I didn't know what I was doing, but it just happened. I just created, you know? And that's the fun part about being a makeup artist. Like, you just create. You're an artist. You create, you know? So now I'm taking a darker brown. It was within the same palette, of course. And I'm just placing it all over the lid, as you can see. So I was like, let me snatch this nose. And so I went back in with the translucent setting powder and I put it down the bridge of her nose because I want to snatch that motherfucker, you know? And so now I'm using a yellow like gold shimmer shade. And it was in a Morphe's palette too. But you guys, like, that palette is in my office and I don't know which palette I used, but as I'm seeing, I believe I used it was definitely a Morphe palette. So now I'm taking my favorite eyeliner, and it's the NYX Matte Black, okay? This liner I love, okay? But I do want to try a new liner, so if you guys have good eyeliner ideas, like, or you know, ones that y'all love, like, let me know. Comment down below because I need to try new shit, like, for real. Now I'm using for her lashes the I Envy in the number 111s. I love them. They're like a glam strip. It's so pretty. And I'm taking the Super Bold Hold eyelash glue and I'm placing that on the lash line. Y'all see? And I'm going to let that get tacky before I put the lashes on. And now I'm using a Morphe's lip liner in the shade Bite Me. And I'm outlining her lips, top and bottom, and yeah. Now we just popping those lash strips on. They are so pretty. Like, just wait until I put the other one on and she open her eyes. Like, they're so super glamorous. And yeah, we're just gonna pop that on. So now I believe I just took any brush and I'm just dusting off the excess of the translucent powder under her eyes. And let me see if I'm gonna hit the nose though. Okay, I hit the nose. Okay, well, did I hit the nose? Yeah, I hit the nose, y'all. I hit the nose. Okay, and we just dusting that off, dusting that away, wiping all our sins away. Okay. You guys, I'm taking a lip shade. I believe it was Patrick Star one side, like a new pinkish. I've been trying to find the color shade online, but I can't find it. I don't believe it's discontinued, but yeah, I can't find it. So I'm just placing that on her lips right now, and it's so pretty. It's such a pretty nude. It fits well with her complexion. It does. Then I took my Morphe's in Dark Room eyeliner pencil and I just put that at the bottom of her eyeline. And she teared up, but she didn't just drop. The tears didn't drop, which was good. Because, oh my God, I'd be like, oh, y'all be killing me for the ones who tear up. But, you know, just got to work with it. And make sure you have Q-tips or anything that can kind of dib and dab. So now I'm taking another Morphe's palette and I'm using that purple right there. And I wanted a pop of color. So I'm just placing that at the bottom, kind of smoking the eyeliner out and giving it like a pop. So So now I'm taking the NYX Illumination highlighter, and I'm placing it on the cheeks, the chin, nose, forehead. But I'm not using a lot, but I am going to take a brush and kind of set it in a way where it's not just too gloomy, too highlighty. You know what I'm saying? Just something real cute and natural. So now I'm taking a gloss by the Sephora collection. It's one of their outrageous plumping lip gloss. And I'm just putting that gloss all over her lips. So I did let her know her lips might be a little tingly or whatever. But oh my God, just such a pretty, flawless lip. I love it. So now we're taking the e.l.f. Mascara. It's in Big Mood. I love this mascara ever since I got it. Like, I can't stop using it. So I'm placing it on her lashes, bottom and top, trying to blend that in, okay? But it's so pretty, so pretty. Normally what you want to tell them is to look down, and you just hold their eye and you place the mascara on it. It's kind of like just a better technique to use. um I just didn't use it for some reason. I don't even know why, but she did look up, so that's good. So now I'm taking my Morphe setting spray, and we're gonna set this face, baby, because it's so pretty. And then this is the final look. She loved it, like loved it. As you can see, like we both was just couldn't stop smiling. So pretty. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.